$4,400 in food stamps every month to $38. What am I supposed to get with $38 with 6 kids? How the hell am I supposed to support my kids on $38 in food stamps? Not to mention our disability checks on hold. Our Section 8, my rent isn't getting paid tomorrow. So I have to come up with $1,100. Okay? I am allergic to work. I can't work. I refuse to work. The whole reason I had kids was the amount of government benefits that you get for one child. And now, with the dependent age being 7 and younger, none of my kids are dependents now. None of them, because they're all older than 7. So how am I supposed to live? How do I feed my kids on $38? This is not okay. Not okay.
Now, I did a little bit more digging on her page, guys. And listen, at the end of the day, she was a Trump supporter. She did, vote for Trump, whatever the case is. She also makes a lot of rage bait content. So I don't know how valid this is. $4,400 to $38 is a lot. On top of that, she says she's allergic to working. Now, she's made plethora of videos. One video talking about her husband works and then she works, whatever. I don't know. Whatever the case is. But this right here, she clearly said the reason why she had kids is because the government gives more benefits for. Like, this makes it very hard. Like, when you have people who do things like this, it's like, what? Like, it's like taking advantage of the system, and it makes it so hard. But in actuality, there are genuinely families out here who need this support. There are veterans, disabled, there are elderly people, even just your average American who's working multiple jobs and still can't even afford, the basic necessities in life. Like, there are people who genuinely need it. However, she's just like, oh, I'm gonna have a whole lot of kids and just live for free. Like, I just don't get it. If this is real, if this is really a true thing, $4,400 going down to $38 is absolutely insane. That is crazy. But hey, you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. There is also a video I'm gonna show you a little bit later on. He talked about it. He voted for this big beautiful bill. He was super excited, and now families cannot eat. Like, it's crazy. You're gonna see it later on. Hit the like button to help out the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy great content like this. Let's get to the rest of the video.
Hold on, what did you just say about Trump?
I said Trump's a fucking liar. Inflation's going up. Gas prices hasn't really come down that much. Eggs, that's the funny one. The eggs. I'm mad. And I'm a mega man. Okay? I don't see anything he's done.
So is it safe to say that the illusion has faded?
I think it has, yes. I was for him because, everything he said. He played right into my hands. He just told us everything we wanted to hear. That's what he did. I can't even stand to look at him because, he's just he's a con. He's a flat ass, nothing but a fucking con. They all the right side, they say, oh yeah, the Biden side was so bad. Well, what's so good about the right side? He brags about doing something with our economy, but I haven't seen anything happen yet. That big beautiful bill is going to add, they say $2.5 trillion. It's going to add about $4 trillion to the debt. The big beautiful bill. Oh, what a joke. Remember what happened in the 80s with trickle-down economics? Yeah. The filthy rich got richer, and us guys that worked for a living paid more taxes. I'm disappointed.
You know why we voted for Donald Trump? Because the middle-class man finally thought he was going to get ahead in life. You said no taxes on overtime. Big, bold, beautiful letters. We thought, hell yeah, why would we not vote for that? Then you turn around and pass the bill, and it's a crock of shit. It's a tax credit for the people that make a certain amount of money. Of course, when you put it in big, bold, beautiful letters, it looks great. We're going to vote for you. And you knew what you were doing. You were baiting people in, saying, no taxes on overtime. You didn't give no fucking details. Your details that we read ain't worth a flying fuck. That bill, and I think Donald Trump's going to be great for the economy. It's only been 7 months. Give the man a chance. I get it. But the first fucking bill wasn't worth a shit. A lot of shit went wrong in that bill. because we were misled. And you say, well, no, we were misled because a lot of people go off what Donald Trump says. We're not going to go read the shit. We're going to go off what he says. He needs to be more transparent with us whenever he talks about major life-changing topics like no taxes on overtime, no taxes on tips, no taxes on Social Security for the elderly people. Instead, there were stipulations on all of it. The transparency was a fucking zero. The bill is a fucking zero. Still got to hope it's only been 7 months, but fuck.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all bought it. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get a check every single week with no overtime on it because that's honestly what Trump, he made it seem like during his campaign. I gotta side with them just a little bit because during his campaign, I was like, oh yeah, because to be completely transparent with you, I even thought that's what it was gonna be because I was like, oh, that's a great thing. People who are working super hard, working 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, even 80 hours in a week will just get a nice fat check within 2 weeks, whenever they get paid again, or however their system is. But no, it's a tax credit at the end of the year, and it's not even the full amount that you get on overtime. There is even a limit on the credit. I can't. You cannot make this up. Shout out to him. He voted for it. I didn't fall for it. I saw through the lies, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, fortunately, I saw through the lies. Even so many people, and it annoys the crap out of me. They're like, oh, well, get up and go work jobs, or get up and go. Guys, there are families. Aside from the lady in the first video, I know that one there makes it hard to make this point. But guys, there are genuinely people out here who work super hard, work 40 hours a week or whatever the case is, and even have a lot of kids and still go to work and still pay for daycare. And they just need the support, need the assistance, need the food stamps. Guys, when I talk about all these things in these videos, guys, I genuinely, because I understand, I have experienced it, not myself. I wasn't in these shoes. However, I knew people. I had people close to me who were in these shoes. They work super hard. But at the same time, with the cost of living going up, with everything going on within the country right now, the minimum wage is not high enough. Like everything right now is going on. And you make more cuts to, the lower class. Even some of them might be even middle class, but you make even deeper cuts. Like, guys, it makes no sense. And I see it every single time. People go in the comment section. This is what I voted for. No more free handouts. No more free rides. We're all struggling. Guys, why is a struggle a badge of honor? Why is that looked at? Like, don't get me wrong. We all struggle. We all go through different things. But why is it that you want to see people struggle? Why is it like that? I just don't. I will never for the life of me understand why people go in the comment section and you know what? And they say, this is what I voted for. There are families who have kids. There are families. Guys, why is this even a thing? It makes no sense. Healthcare should be free within America. If you're struggling, especially if you're working more than X amount of hours, guys, you should be able to get government funding. That is just what it is. Like, it makes no sense to me. But hey, let's finish the rest of this video. This is crazy.
In hell, any young kid should go without food, should have to be hungry. So that's one downside to it. The no taxes on overtime, no taxes on tips, no taxes on, so that's great. But what about the fucking kids, man? It's crazy. Gonna be a lot of kids that aren't gonna get to eat, man. Gonna be a lot of families that aren't gonna be able to put food on the table. And, fuck them, but sad for the kids.
And I'm gonna apologize ahead of time, guys. I am gonna say, his family can't eat or whatever the case is. Not necessarily his family. It's not his family that can't eat, but families can't eat. Kids can't eat, whatever the case is. Because they're even cutting food sources at the schools. It makes no sense to me. I just don't get it. But you let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for 100,000 subscribers. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate the support. You guys have truly changed my life. Video coming on that later, but hey, I'll see you next video. We out. Let's go.